But yeah, if he meant get like a day job, is that what he meant? Yeah, you gotta support yourself, and it becomes real difficult because you gotta balance your day job with your night job and making the rounds, and it's kind of difficult. Geez, there are people who are starting out in comedy. They have a family and they have a day job, and they're trying to become a comic. I don't know how the hell they do it. I don't know how they do it. Uh, just having a day job and being a comic, it's got to be difficult. But yeah, you got to have some financial security so you that uh, takes that worry out of your mind. It'd be nice. It's always nice if you have the financial freedom to say no to a lot of crap gigs. If you don't, you know how many gigs I had to that I've taken when I didn't have a day job and I needed I needed to pay the light bill. So I'll do a bar gig for $75 just to so if you have a day job you can turn down. When you first start out, every gig is a good gig. But at some point, stage time, any stage time is good. At some point, what you need is good stage time. Bad stage time in front of an audience that is more interested in drinking than watching comedy, that doesn't help you. At some point, that doesn't help you. So if you have a day job, you have the freedom to say no. Uh, and I've had several friends. At what point do you drop the day job and you start pursuing stand up full time? Well, it's a delicate. You got to have good judgment. Can I afford to quit the day job now? Am I getting enough work to justify? It's a tough call.
No. Um, yeah, one thing I want to do is I've interviewed a couple of comedians from Africa, like Kenya and Nigeria, not Nigeria, but the Zambia. And he was telling me questions about how some people have gone on, they sacrifice everything, their house, their money, and they go into one of the big scenes in Africa and they go on a bus. And he says, I've not heard back from him since. And that's a question I want to hear from as well.
Yeah, yeah. Again, it's a difficult life. You got some tough decisions to make. I mean, can you imagine having a day job and pursuing stand up, and you have a family? I don't know how they do it, and some do it very successfully. They got more character than I have. They got more common sense than I have. I mean, they have more good judgment than I have. So God bless them. I'm a single person. Have always been single. I have no responsibilities outside myself. That makes that makes life so much easier when it comes to pursuing stand up because I was always able to devote myself completely to 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 the profession. I wouldn't have been able to do it if I had a family. I wouldn't have been able to juggle the two.